The Young and the Restless next 3 weeks. Sharon's scare, Jack's blunder, Victor's proposal, and Sally's choice. The Young and the Restless. Y&R, spoilers for the next 3 weeks, April 20th to May 8th, reveal that some exciting things will be happening on the CBS soap. Multiple Genoa City residents will have drama to deal with, so here's what Y&R fans can look forward to. The week of April 20th to 24th will bring Billy Abbott, Jason Thompson, and Sally Spectra's Courtney Hope attempt to wrap their heads around the shocking pregnancy news. Devin Winters, Brighton James, and Nate Hastings, Sean Dominic, will get a shock of their own when they find out Lily Winters, Crystal Khalil, is Holden Novak's, Nathan Owens' half-sister. Holden will also keep using Claire Newman, Haley Aaron, as a source of comfort. Once Dr. Stephanie Simmons, Vivica A. Fox, trades introductions with Claire, the doc may hint that she seems like a lovely match for her son. Elsewhere, Diane Jenkins Abbott, Susan Walters, will catch Jack Abbott, Peter Bergman, in a moment she finds inappropriate with Nikki Newman, Melody Thomas Scott, and lash out as a result. Victoria Newman, Amelia Heinley, will also try to find some leverage she can use against Phyllis Summers, Michelle Stafford. Victor Newman, Eric Braden, will eventually deliver a proposal to Phyllis that she can't turn down. After Kane Ashby, Billy Flynn, finds out Malcolm is sick and in need of a bone marrow donor, he'll want to pitch in. The twins won't be a match for Malcolm, but Kane won't give up on finding someone who can come through for Lily's bio dad. Will Kane turn out to be a match for Malcolm, or will he at least be the reason Lily discovers someone who can help? In Las Vegas, Matt Clark, Roger Howarth, will set the stage for more chaos by sending Sharon Newman, Sharon Case, and Noah Newman, Lucas Adams, into the danger zone. Nick Newman, Joshua Morrow, will keep taking more drugs and will end up in the driver's seat as he works to locate Matt along with Noah and Sharon. Adam Newman, Mark Grossman, will continue to worry about Nick and will end up putting Riza Thompson, Tina Kashani, through a grilling session. Maybe Riza will be the reason Nick and Adam ultimately land at the right location, which will be an abandoned gas station. During the week of April 27th to May 1st, Matt will back Sharon and Noah into a terrifying corner. Noah and Sharon will face Matt's sneak attack, so they could be at risk of landing in an explosion that seems to be brewing. Nick will do everything in his power to help, but that'll be tough due to the combination of drugs he keeps loading up on. As for Jack, he'll have to do even more damage control thanks to that compromising Nikki situation we mentioned. Diane will inevitably be furious, so Jack may make his marriage issues worse. Next, Lily's heart may soften toward Kane thanks to his efforts to give Malcolm the life-saving bone marrow donor match he needs. The week of May 4th to 8th will bring more of Patty Williams, Stacey Hayduke, scheming since she hasn't given up on making Jack her man. Patty may vow to get rid of anyone who stands in her way, including Diane and even Nikki. There may also be some corporate developments following Victor's deal with Phyllis, but will the Newmans end up back in control of the family business yet? Holden and Claire will also grow closer, so they could end up hitting the sheets again soon. Back with Sally, will she decide to move forward with this pregnancy and have Billy's baby? There'll be a lot at stake for Billy and Sally as they nail down their plans for the future. The Young and the Restless spoilers say some new challenges are on the horizon, so stay tuned. The next 3 weeks on The Young and the Restless promise a relentless surge of tension, emotional upheaval, and power plays that will leave Genoa City reeling as multiple lives collide in ways no one can fully anticipate. Every corner of the canvas is set to ignite, with fear, ambition, and heartbreak weaving together into a gripping storm that refuses to slow down. At the center of it all, four major storylines rise to the surface, each one carrying consequences that could permanently alter the futures of those involved. The most immediate jolt comes from Sharon Newman, whose world is shaken by a sudden and deeply unsettling scare that hits closer to home than anyone expected. Sharon has spent years rebuilding her life, finding strength through adversity and carving out a fragile sense of stability, but this latest twist threatens to unravel everything she's fought so hard to protect. The fear she experiences isn't fleeting, it lingers, creeping into every decision and every interaction, forcing her to confront vulnerabilities she thought she had already overcome. What makes Sharon's situation even more intense is the emotional ripple effect it creates among those who care about her. Concern quickly turns into urgency as loved ones rally around her, each bringing their own perspective and fears into the mix. But in true Genoa City fashion, even moments of crisis are complicated by underlying tensions and unresolved histories. The support Sharon receives is genuine, yet it comes with layers of emotional baggage that make an already difficult situation even more complex. The question becomes whether this scare will ultimately strengthen her connections or expose fractures that can no longer be ignored. While Sharon grapples with her fear, Jack Abbott finds himself facing the fallout of a blunder that could have far-reaching consequences. Jack has always been a man who values control, strategy, and calculated risk, but in the coming weeks, one misstep threatens to undermine his carefully constructed world. This isn't just a minor mistake, it's a decision or action that opens the door to serious repercussions, both professionally and personally. The nature of Jack's blunder speaks to the increasing pressure he's been under, particularly as rivalries intensify and the stakes continue to rise. In a city where every move is scrutinized, even a small lapse in judgment can be magnified into something much more damaging. For Jack, the challenge isn't just fixing the mistake, it's regaining the trust and confidence that may have been shaken in the process. And with enemies always watching for an opportunity, the timing couldn't be worse. Hovering over much of this drama is the ever-calculating presence of Victor Newman, whose next move comes in the form of a proposal that is anything but simple. When Victor makes an offer, it's never just about what's on the surface. It's about power, leverage, and long-term strategy. This particular proposal carries weight, not only because of what it promises, but because of what it demands in return. Victor's proposal is poised to shift alliances and test loyalties, forcing those involved to weigh their options carefully. Accepting it could mean access to unprecedented opportunities, but it also comes with strings that may prove impossible to cut. Rejecting it, on the other hand, risks provoking Victor's wrath, a prospect that few are willing to face lightly. As the details unfold, it becomes clear that this is a pivotal moment, one that could reshape the balance of power in ways that echo far beyond the immediate future. Caught in the crossfire of ambition and emotion is Sally Spectra, whose journey over the next 3 weeks is defined by a choice that could change everything. Sally has always been a character driven by passion and determination, someone who isn't afraid to take risks in pursuit of what she wants. But this time, the stakes feel higher, the options more complicated, and the potential consequences more profound. Sally's choice isn't just about career or romance. It's about identity, about who she wants to be, and what she's willing to sacrifice to get there. The paths in front of her are both compelling and fraught with uncertainty, each offering its own set of rewards and risks. As she navigates this crossroads, the pressure mounts from all sides, with external influences and internal doubts clashing in a way that makes the decision anything but straightforward. What makes this storyline particularly compelling is how deeply interconnected it is with the others unfolding around it. Victor's proposal may directly or indirectly impact Sally's options, while Jack's blunder could create new opportunities or new obstacles for her to consider. Even Sharon's scare, though seemingly separate, contributes to the overall atmosphere of instability and emotional intensity that defines this period in Genoa City. As these stories unfold simultaneously, the sense of momentum becomes impossible to ignore. Each development feeds into the next, creating a chain reaction of events that keeps everyone on edge. Trust is tested, secrets are threatened, and the line between ally and adversary becomes increasingly blurred. In this environment, even the most confident characters find themselves questioning their instincts, their decisions, and their relationships. The emotional stakes are matched only by the strategic ones, particularly as Victor's influence continues to loom large. His ability to anticipate moves, to manipulate situations, and to position himself advantageously ensures that he remains a central figure in the unfolding drama. But even Victor is not immune to the unpredictable nature of the chaos he helps create. The more he pushes for control, the more variables emerge that could challenge his plans in unexpected ways. Meanwhile, Jack's efforts to recover from his blunder add another layer of tension to the mix. Redemption is never easy in Genoa City, especially when rivals are quick to exploit any sign of weakness. Jack's path forward will require not only strategic thinking, but also a willingness to confront the consequences of his actions head-on. Whether he can turn the situation around remains an open question, one that will play out in dramatic fashion as the weeks progress. Sharon's journey, too, promises to be a deeply emotional one, with her scare serving as a catalyst for introspection and change. The strength she's shown in the past will be tested once again, but this time, the outcome feels less certain. The support she receives could either anchor her or overwhelm her, depending on how events unfold and how she chooses to respond. And at the heart of it all, Sally's choice stands as a defining moment, not just for her, but for those around her. The decisions she makes will ripple outward, influencing relationships, opportunities, and the overall direction of the story in ways that may not be immediately apparent, but will undoubtedly be significant. As the next 3 weeks unfold, one thing becomes clear. Nothing in Genoa City remains static for long. Every action has a reaction. Every decision carries weight, and every secret has the potential to change everything. The intertwining stories of Sharon's scare, Jack's blunder, Victor's proposal, and Sally's choice create a rich, dynamic narrative that captures the essence of what makes this world so compelling. Because in a place where power and emotion are constantly at odds, the only certainty is change, and the only question is who will come out on top when the dust finally settles.